Munger Vision back on air, and yeah, you can see what I'm looking at. A soccer ball, so it must be soccer season, and we are at T&T Field now, the Proctor Phantoms, as we start a new year in Proctor Soccer, a very tradition program here. There's a lot of tradition in it, but Kevin Ratty now the head coach here at Proctor, as we have a non-league game, Proctor in the white on their home field taking on Bellows Falls. Just one thing real quick as we get the game underway. I did not get Bellows Falls roster. It was scheduled to be a 4:30 start time. Bellows Falls called ahead of time, said that they were going to be late 5 o'clock start time, and then they showed up at about 5:22. So they got this thing going because it gets dark around 7:15. I talked to the officials, Randy Jones and George Cook out there, and asked them about that, and they said they'd play until the conditions were unsafe. So we might have a shortened soccer game, and we might not. Bellows Falls in the purple uniforms. That's Ricky Carroll with the ball number 6. He's going to send the ball up ahead, looking to connect with Scarzello, and I'll go through the numbers and try to learn some more names and numbers. I'll put the faces together, and we'll have Proctor Phantom Soccer throughout the season. Perfect day. A slight breeze blowing, nothing too major right now. Temperatures in the upper 60s, and Proctor already with a 2-win, no-loss record. And Coach Ratty bringing that high-intensity type of buzz he had at Mill River. You got to hear at Proctor now. They've been working on their conditioning. That's awful big with them. We're going to also work on endurance, and they should have a kick coming up on the foul, yes. That's what we're going to have. So for Bellows Falls, again, they'll be in the purple uniforms. Don't have the roster for you, but got the roster of the local team, Proctor, so that's what we'll talk about. Munger Vision, after about a month and 2 weeks off from covering sports, back in action. I'll have some football for you also besides soccer. And that's going to be brought through, keeping his balance, and sending ahead to Scarzello. He's going to go in and set it up one-on-one with the goalie. He's got a tough angle, up and over the crossbar. He got the rush in. Might have waited just 1 second too long to take the shot, but Matt Scarzello, who's a sophomore, will get it up and over the top. He's also had Ricky Carroll in there, where the whole play started was number 17, John Connell, a freshman. And I will read the rosters to you. So the first goal kick will come up, and it'll be a shortened field. Taranovich, number 10 out there. The captain, a senior, and a captain on this squad for Proctor. He's going to be one of the nifty ball handlers, works the middle of the field along with Keegan McDonald. McDonald right there, number 7, will get the penalty called against him. And Bellows Falls, again, will have a kick coming up off the foul. Right now, I told you the breeze wasn't a big deal, but there's quite a gust coming behind the Bellows Falls kick, and they'll get it down inside the offensive portion of their zone, looking to get it inside the 18. And look at the break on the outside, and this is going to be Petrini coming in on the wing. He's got Carroll in the center, and he'll set the ball back toward the center of the field, and that will be deflected all the way back between circles and picked up on the trail play. Proctor setting their steps up, going to set in. That was Carter, number 14. Carter coming in, will be just a step late getting there, and the ball will be dumped back out towards center field, toward the circle in the center of the field. Dobart, number 18. Oh, nifty move by the junior out there. Dobart, very athletic young man. Anyways, you might recall he was the catcher on that very successful Proctor baseball team last year. So a couple of the better rushes early here have gone to Proctor. They're in their home whites, and you're watching Munger Vision. I'd like to thank Coach Ratty and assistant coaches Darren Carter and Chuck Hall, getting me all set up here. I got a piece of staging, and it's going to be, I think I said the wrong referee's name. Randy Adams, I meant to say, was the other official, and George Cook. Early season for me here in the fall. Yeah, coming off, I'd like to thank Dr. Marsh, too. Eric Marsh got my knee fixed up. Remember, during Legion baseball season, I kind of having a little problem getting around. But I tore my meniscus in my left knee, and that was not even a week ago. Got it fixed, and look at that. For an old guy, I recuperated pretty quick. We've had some good action early on here. 40-minute halves. We're down to 32-28 to go in the opening half of play, and we're scoreless. And I'll let them play through. Yeah, they're looking for a handball, not called. And you can see Bellows Falls will pick back up the loose ball. We really haven't had much 50-50 action as far as picking up the loose balls. Had a nice flow to it. Dobart using the big size. They've got some big back line back there. Knowles is out there. He's over 6 foot. Dobart's over 6 foot. Austin Howard, number 21, is a good-sized young man. We're going to have a corner coming up, and the first corner of the game will go to Bellows Falls. The kick never got airborne. It was just shanked. It was short, and it was no good. And Knowles will turn around, sweep, and get the ball going forward toward the middle of the field to the circle in the center of the field. Not controlled, running through, kicking forward, and Look at the race of the ball. Taranovich coming in, and who's double teamed on the ball. Bodies will hit the deck, and that's Carroll keeping the ball in play. This is McDonald. He's got a lot of speed to work with. He's going to bring it to the outside. Left foot, he's wide open. Shot coming up on net, and just wide. Keegan McDonald showing you that flash of speed and that brilliance it is. Extremely creative player. And he had a nice rush down the field. Just good instincts right there as he brought to the left side. He had the open foot that way. And, of course, like all great soccer players, he can kick effectively with either foot. So the 3 shots on net unofficially, all on Proctor's side. Scarzello will bring the ball back, and Howard wants to send it in deep into the corner and just shanked it. It'll look like my 9-iron shot on the golf course. And Scarzello. And one thing Coach Ratty did talk about was how young his team was. Very young. I think he said 3 seniors is all. He likes the youngness of the team because they'll grow together as the years roll by. But for this season, he's got a very young squad. They've done very well. And early on, like I said, they've got a 2-0 record. And one of those wins coming over Black River, which is a very storied program themselves. As Bellows Falls will take the throw, and they'll miss it, and he'll be out of play. Scarzello got a foot on it, out of play, and they'll bring it back, and we'll have another Bellows Falls throw. And like I said, you'll see more soccer action on Munger Vision coming up from various high school areas. We're on the area, I should say, not areas. And I want to tell you, start playing, because we are in the fall season. We're in soccer right now. Start planning out your holidays. Are not that far away, but you got the 50th Halloween parade coming up. The DC Comic Front and Rec Department Halloween parade, and that'll be on channel 15 live, PEGTV channel 15 live. Tom Leopold will be on the camera for, I think it's like the 50th year he's on the camera. He's been doing it for a long time. That's a good pass in, shot, tough angle, and Justin Ratty will pick it up. First action for Ratty, and he'll pick it up. And he told me in an interview session that he prefers what you just saw, throwing the ball out as opposed to kicking the ball out. Not that there won't be times that he won't kick the ball out, but he just feels he has more control on where the ball's going to go if he throws the ball as opposed to trying to punt it. Carroll at the middle of the field. Key to the middle of the field, too, was the table setters out there talking about Carroll, Taranovich, and McDonald. And Taranovich was looking to make a run right there, had the ball picked at the center circle, and that'll be picked up in the backfield by Scarzello. He'll dodge one player, lose control. On the double team, Bellows Falls will get the ball and dump it down into the corner. Dobart looking around. He's got time, he's got space, and he'll take advantage of both of them. That's a great kick. That's a great kick. That's going to be the midfield. That was an excellent kick. Again, we're scoreless, playing just about 7 minutes, maybe a tad bit more than 7 minutes. Yeah, McDonald, one of those guys that they want him to transition up and down that field. Got Sports Beat coming up. We talked to some of the Proctor players, talked to the Proctor coach, and you can watch that Mondays at 4:30 in the afternoon, Tuesdays at 5:30 in the afternoon, Thursday nights at 9 o'clock. And, of course, you can always watch Sports Beat. Short hopped in, picked up by Ratty. He's had a couple touches, and he's looked solid out there, and that's a high lobbing ball looking for Scarzello. He'll miss the header trying to move it forward, and Bellows Falls will pick it up and just pooch the ball forward. And you see the good back work there on the back check. Taking a steal will be Ricky Carroll. Ricky Carroll, of course, got him hitting a home run in baseball season out of the park down there in Proctor. He was a good little baseball player. And yeah, you can tell right now he's an excellent soccer player, just an all-around good athlete. That's Howard, and the ball eludes him as he backed up on it. Good communication, so you see the different layers of defense there, and Proctor played that extremely well. Scarzello, nice pass. They've got the numbers. Petrini was in the middle, and that's a great defensive play by Bellows Falls. They had Petrini, and they had Scarzello open in the middle of the field for that cross pass, and that ball was knocked down on the attempt. And again, good physical play there by Carroll. You can see the shadows as we're nearing the 6 o'clock hour. And yeah, we're at 31 minutes, 35 seconds to play here in the opening half. As you can see, Austin Howard, a junior. Again, small school Proctor is. They had good numbers come out for soccer. It's been a great storied program here. I think the last time they won the championship, though, was 2001, and they have big expectations this year. But for a small program, they can certainly be very fortunate to get some size on this team. And speed, of course. Of course, Proctor, you think about soccer, obviously, but the basketball program. Dick Wilcox, the current basketball coach, put together quite a dynasty. But you start looking at all the good sporting teams that come out of this small school, small community of Proctor, and it's you just kind of scratch your head and say, wow, you know, how does this little beautiful village do it. And there's a rush by Bellows Falls. They'll put the brakes on, go to the left foot. The cross coming into the 18-yard line, and it's in the box now, dumped out. Yeah, that was Howard right there making a good play defensively. You know, you talk to Coach Ratty, and first thing I thought of was speed, talking about the Terranoviches and the McDonalds and those types of people in the middle of the field and the Carrolls. But he said, you know, you got to remember, we're a physical team. We can be tough. We can be physical in the backfield. I think we've seen that early on here in the opening 10 minutes of play. Carroll coming in on the ball. He wants to bring it around. Nice bump, and they're going to let him play through. It's going toward the end line, and it will not make it. He'll bring the ball back, and it'll be saved. Coming in on it, I believe, was Petrini, number 3, and we'll have the punt. Nice punt. It'll hang. It'll be shy at midfield and tipped around. That time, that 50-50 ball won by Proctor. They get to McDonald. McDonald already with one good shot on net. Tried to split the defense. Goes down. Waits for a whistle. Doesn't get it. Picked up by Carroll. Carroll's foot open and the shot blocked. Kick never came in. And the follow-up. See the communications. McDonald call him off left foot. Going fire. Corner. It'll hook and go wide. Oh, good action. Buzzing around down inside the 18 this time as Proctor. And we'll have a goal kick out the far side of the box. Again, in case you joined us late, Proctor taking on Bellows Falls. Bellows Falls, very, very late game, got pushed back start time, and they really had to, the officials really had to step it up and rush through the pregame warm-up session, and I did not get the roster for Bellows Falls, so forgive me. It happens. There's the throw out the far side of the field. Proctor in the home whites looking for Terranovich. I'm sorry, that's number 17. I apologize for that out there. That is going to be John Connell, a freshman. A lot of praise for John Connell from Coach Kevin Ratty. Really has a lot of confidence, likes what he sees in the young player out there. It's going to come to Carroll. The defender comes up, takes the bump. He'll bounce to the outside, and the shot up, and just over the crossbar. Another, see him right there. You like to have that one back. Another good rush right there by Proctor. Again, starting to really tip in their favor, that statistic, as far as coming in and getting offensive chances, putting the ball on net. And what's the old saying? They're knocking on the door. They just haven't kicked it open yet. And that'll go to the far side, and no, it will not stay in play. It'll go out of play. We'll have a Proctor throw. And I believe that's Calvin Knowles. That's quite a distance for an old guy like me to see. And a nice job of bringing the ball forward. They'll lay it out on the wing, and Justin Carter, number 14, comes busting in there. Of course, you'll remember Justin from the baseball season. Did a good job center field and pitching, and again, multiple sports. These youngsters nowadays, nice save right there. They're so gifted athletically. They're just big contributors in all sports. Carter, no exception to it. That's Knowles at midfield. Now you see him hustle to get back. For a big guy, he runs very, very well, and he'll get back in position. Dobart came up to assist and slow the flow of the ball coming down. And there's what I'm talking about, size right there. That ball came to a dead stop. Oh, they're going to call the push from behind. Well, the kick coming up from approximately the 35-yard line. Bellows Falls, that's a good-looking kick, and into Ratty's breadbasket, and he'll hold on to it. And Justin Ratty getting the start today in net, and good kick. With the bounce, he'll make midfield. It's in the circle. It's going to be trapped, and they want to take it to the outside. I thought he was going to trap and send it, but he trapped and dribbled to the outside. Now they'll send the ball in, and that's going to skid toward the in line, and that's going to be the call. Be out of play with 27 minutes to go here in the opening half of play. We played 13 minutes of scoreless soccer. Proctor with, I think, 3 good scoring chances. And it'll be Justin Carter setting the ball, placing the ball, and looks like Carter will kick the ball. Don't forget that website, PEGTV.com. Click on Video on Demand. And you can watch Sports Beat or this soccer game or other Munger Vision productions brought to you anywhere you want in the world. And that's going to be down the far side. Petrini, ball picked off his foot, stays in play. And see Connell over there. And he was, yeah, those long legs. No, it will go off from him. I thought he made the pick, but it'll be a Bellows Falls throw off the far side. Petrini had a back on it, got it to Connell. That'll go up, and that will be out of play, almost on to Route 3 there, as they will get the throw on quickly, looking to catch Proctor off guard. Carter will step up. That ball will stay in play. Bellows Falls trying to gather themselves at the midfield stripe. Will get it to the 35-yard line. A fake, and then the pass. Lays it on the wing. Carter will be there first to the ball. He'll trap and spin, go to the outside. Good instincts right there by Carter as he found the open portion of the field to bring the ball down, looking for Carroll. He'll go up, and good contact. Nice clean play. I like the way that these two officials, anyways, good officials, and they'll let them play soccer today. Soccer's not a wimpy sport. There's a lot of contact, a lot of bruises and bumps and physicality in it. And I have no doubt these officials will let them play within the realms of what's acceptable. It's already been a good flow to the soccer game. Ratty will go and make the grab, keep the ball in play, and keep the whistle moving. That breeze that I had talked about not existing has picked up as the game has progressed, and Ratty kicking into the wind, and you can see the effects of it right there. Hangs up in the air, mild, Teranovic. He's been well marked, Teranovic has in this game so far. Got to meet Josh's dad before the game. Nice gentleman, nice young man. And out of play. The ball boy, very important part of the ball game here, keeping the flow of the game going. And that's going to go off from Howard. Howard will stay with it, and they got to get their spacing right now. And we got a substitution I got to get into out there. Number 20, Jacob Petrini out there. There's 2 Petrinis on the roster. Number 20, Jacob Petrini, has checked. I think he was the most recent horn. Yeah, he's got some size too. Oh, able to go forward, bring it through on the carry. And oh, the last stop, he had 2 people in position to do some damage and just couldn't get him the ball. That's going to be out from Dobart's head to Carter's head, and then I went to the shorter Petrini, Ryan Petrini. He's a freshman out there. I'm not sure what grade Jacob Petrini's in. I didn't write it down for some reason. To the sideline, into my shadows. You see my shadow on the ground there? And yeah, we got subs coming in the ball game for Proctor. Scarzello back in the ball game, and Connell. And again, good enough numbers. I know one of Coach Ratty's big projects is to establish a JV program here, but he's got real decent numbers on the varsity soccer squad and some depth actually, which is very nice to have in such a transitional game as soccer is. That was Knowles getting ahead to Carter, and he went to make the move and got taken off the ball. There's the second layer of offense getting ahead to Teranovic. Breaks in. Teranovic inside the 18, sets it up and knocked it down. Score! Teranovic with the goal. The game's first goal coming with 23:50 left to play. And it's senior and captain Josh Teranovic that put the move on, opened the foot up, and had just enough of power on the ball to get it past the goalie. And it's going to be 1-0 Proctor. Nice job, though. It's not the correct terminology because I never played or coached soccer. But what they did well there was everybody kept their spacing. Like on a kickoff in football, you talk about staying in your lanes, covering the kicks. They stayed in their lanes coming down the field, and that's why the defense was spread apart, and there was openings there for Teranovic to get in there and create a good offensive touch. So 1-0 the Phantoms, and again playing a team out of their division, and I like that. I like the fact they do that. Yep. They remind me of the West Rutland girls varsity basketball program that plays a lot of Division II and III opponents. Proctor, I think I was told that Bells Falls dropped down from Division II to Division III, but this is a good test for them. Carroll wanted to turn, and the ball got headed in. The race to the ball, and Teranovic, I'll tell you, bumps, and who touched the last? Was it saved? Oh, I believe Teranovic touched the last. Good hustle, but it'll go on to play through the inline. And we'll have a goal kick coming up for Bellows Falls. So they have felt the momentum. Play started off relatively even for the first few minutes, and then Proctor slowly started getting chances and chances, and then more chances and higher quality chances, and finally the goal. But yet, you still get the feeling watching the game, only it's 1-0, that they're controlling play right now. Proctor right now actually having no problem moving it through the middle of the field. Now I don't know, I think it was 15 years ago, Mike Kinsler, who's like a soccer god, former coach at Rutland, now a soccer official, because he's trying to teach me about soccer because I don't know anything about it. Knowles with a good job right there, being physical and getting the ball back for Proctor. But Coach Kinsler telling me if you can control the middle of the field, the odds are real good that you're going to have success in winning the game. And Proctor right now doing that, controlling the middle of the field, the shot, and it'll elevate and be over the crossbar. Teranovic and Carroll that time on the rush. And again, you can just, the field keeps getting shorter and shorter and shorter on Bellows Falls as the opportunities increasing here for Proctor. So on a beautiful evening here, I think 6 o'clock's evening. Proctor with that 1-0 lead. Connell shanked it, it'll go out of play, and we'll have a Bellows Falls throw right in front of the Proctor bench area, and the ball will come down and play, and Knowles, I believe, an inadvertent handball. Yes, it's going to be purple throw, it'll be Bellows Falls, or will be a kick, should be a kick actually with a handball, so we'll have a kick coming up. And they want to get the right personnel, and they didn't like what they had right there in the lineman. And there's the shot sent up and not out. Kind of a swivel kick, and Teranovic marked up a couple different people knowing where number 10 is at all times out there. Dobart, right. Well, will that become, yeah, it's going to become a corner. He had the right idea. When in doubt, kick it out, but he's trying to get it to the sideline. By kicking it through the inline, he's created a corner opportunity. So this will be the second corner, and you can see the flag over there at the breeze now. It has picked up significantly since the start of the ball game. Bellows Falls looking for the equalizer here off of the corner. Never, again, just not a good setup on the kick from the corner. It's twice now down their corners that they really failed to generate any type of threatening offensive chance. Knowles into the front in the offensive end. Taranovich battling on that far side, and I believe, yeah, he's going to earn the ball and throw, and Taranovich will pick up the loose ball, and he'll take the throw himself. Now, he has a lethal throw. He's one of those players that can reach the box from here, and it's just like a corner kick, and there it is, going into the top of the 18. It'll pop back out. It'll be chased down to midfield, and Bellows Falls with the touch. They'll reverse the ball, and that could be a mistake. As you see the speed to the loose ball right there by McDonald, and Howard with the touch, with the soft pass, will bring it back and sent in. Petrini had it and lost it, and now the kick will come back out. McDonald with the spin move, doing a little disco, a little John Travolta move there, and he'll slide to the turf. You'll see the dirt kick up, and McDonald staying down for a second and very slow to get up, and he's okay, yes. I think he was more, and this is conjecture on my part, sitting there not in protest but wondering where the whistle was, and we'll have a kick coming up for Proctor. It'll be Taranovich. Kept it low, kept it in the middle of the field, was looking for Carroll, didn't happen. Ball will come back up, Knowles will contest it, reach around with that big leg of his, pick the ball off, get it back to Taranovich. Taranovich will reverse the basketball to Howard, and with that left foot he's able to dribble it once, settle it, and then send it through. Carter with the touch, had the wing breaking in. It was Petrini on that side, number 20, and they just couldn't push the ball ahead to Jacob Petrini. And no, you saw what I saw. I went out of play, and we'll have Howard with the throw. So Austin Howard, a junior on this roster, and I will read the whole roster to you. I just haven't had a second yet. We've had good action. I mean, it's been back and forth. I like that. I like that. There's nothing worse than a choppy soccer game. We've actually gone below the midway point. I missed that. We're at 19 minutes to go in the opening half of play. You're watching Munger Vision. You're watching Proctor Phantom Soccer taking on Bellows Falls. There's a nice bump by Carter, a late whistle, and it'll become a kick coming up on the foul call, and we'll have Bellows Falls. Good spot on the field, actually, about the 30-yard line. So Bellows Falls will foul with a kick in. This is a good angle for him, too. Ratty in the center of the net at the top of the goalie circle. They'll lob it, and boom, yeah. Got underneath it nicely, put a good touch on it, but needed about 6 more yards on it. And they are onside. No, George Cook with the call, and that'll be an offside call. He tried to hold the line, Taranovich did, and just a little premature there. Got ahead of it by a stride. Right idea. The play was there. They just got caught. That was it. Like in one of the best movies ever made, Gladiator. The word from Maximus, Russell Crowe's character, during the big battle was hold the line, hold the line. That was key to it. And right there, they were trying to hold the line on that charge. That's off McDonald's foot up, and Knowles will head it to McDonald. He'll head it on the far side, and Connell will pick it up. Connell couldn't make the last move, and a good step up that time, and challenged by Bellows Falls. Right now, Bellows Falls, just any chances that they're having are all being generated from way outside. Taranovich locating the ball and took a bad bounce on him. Now he'll try to accelerate around the outside. No, he's going to send the ball through, and it's on great spot. There's the give back, and the shot blocked, never got in, and Carter just couldn't get the loose ball about 6 yards from the goalie and couldn't settle it. So a good chance at just didn't quite get full potential. And look at McDonald make the move to the inside, skip over the foot, and lost the ball. The defender stuck the foot out. McDonald able to dance over the top of it. Taranovich with control, did a few dribbles, wanted to go on the wing, and it's going to be looking for Petrini. He'll come back. Howard will pick it up. Howard with the settle, and the big guy trucking toward the middle of the field, and they're going to lasso. Yeah, they circled him and stole the ball, and Howard trying to push it to the far side to Connell. Couldn't get the ball to him. This will be Dobart now. Dobart will just slide it up the wing, go to the far side, right in front of that scorer's clock. You can see 6:42 to go. First half action, 1-0 Proctor. They wanted to send it through the middle on a through ball to Carroll, and just too many defenders there with purple stockings on to get the ball through. And that is very, very soccer-like move right there. because I don't have the roster for Bellows Falls, but number 9 out there put on a clinic as far as making moves, man, out there. Breaking a move, busting a move, that's the word. Oh, I can't remember what the commercial's for. Morgan Freeman does the voiceover, but it's everybody, oh, one click of the button, yeah, and they play that, for lack of a better word, like a rap song on it. And I'm not a rap guy, but I listen to that commercial and then I sing the song for like 12 hours because I can't get it out of my head. But the whole key to it was busting a move, and that's what we saw right there. Oh, no communications as the two Bellows Falls players collided with each other, and that almost gave Proctor possession in their offensive end. Knowles will step up, well-timed challenge. He'll step up and he's going to push the ball through, looking for Carroll, and the ball will come back on a reversal between circles. Knowles can't get to it. This 50-50 ball controlled, though, by Proctor as Carroll gets there, overruns it, circles, collects the ball again. And again, you could see how much further in that defensive box of Bellows Falls is collapsing on each trip down by Proctor. Again, number 9 for Bellows Falls just really has some soccer moves, but Taranovich, good defensive play. That really illustrates Taranovich's defensive abilities right there. And oh, look at Petrini. He's got turf wide open to the net, and the shot going up, and just wide. Petrini with the rush down the field. And that's Jacob Petrini, number 20. And that was a big time move. That got the crowd right into it. We will have a goal kick coming up now for Bellows Falls. Will come off the near side of the goal box. Clock clicking down to 14:53 to go. And what's been an excellent first half of soccer. First fall sports broadcast for Munger Vision. Oh no, I don't get the multiple camera shoots and the graphics and the clock on the scoreboard on the TV. And I'm not sure. I heard the whistle blow, and then I heard somebody holler, hey, and it's going to be Bellows Falls with the kick. So it was a foul called. And no, I'm just an old-fashioned one-camera square-on shoot. Got a headset duct taped together, and been that way for almost 15 years. Up and offsides. Yeah, Randy Adams with the call. Good call. It was a pretty obvious call. We'll have Carter, Justin Carter out there, get set to set the ball. Number 14 and white for Proctor. See him wait. The official says good, and Carter will step into it, and that's a great kick. Low, hard, and long. Bellows Falls able to win position there and head the ball forward on that 50-50 possession. It's going to be sent in on Ratty, and good job of reading where he was on the field and letting the ball skip out of play, and it'll become Proctor's possession here. And we'll have a goal kick coming up, and I believe it'll just be Carter again, Justin Carter. He's going to bring it to the near side of the box. So Taranovich with the only goal so far in the game. Approximately, because I don't do the clock backwards in my head thing, he was around 17 minutes played that the goal got scored, and Proctor's had the best chances and the most chances, and they're going to lay it out on that side. And running to it hard was number 22, Greg Elrick. So Elrick 22 now in the ball game for Proctor. And I'll try to read the whole roster for you at the start of the second half, but Elrick 22 represents, again, more size, more speed out there for Proctor. They try to push the ball through. And again, honestly, my first exposure to Proctor soccer in person, I mean, I followed it, obviously, but it is a, I don't want to say circus-like, it's a festive, like a festival atmosphere. We're going to have a corner kick coming up for Proctor. I believe this is their first corner of the ball game. I mean, a very, very big crowd on hand. PA systems, music playing, a lot of color, a lot of banners. That's in good position. That's in real good position. And, oh, they had Knowles there with the size to get a header on it, but it will go out of play. And Bellows Falls will survive that corner by Proctor, and they'll come up with a goal kick now. Oh, there's a step up. Yeah, somebody holler from the sideline. Win that, win that, win that. McDonald crosses. McDonald looking for our post. Wasn't there. Set down by Connell, and Connell pressured, got rid of the ball quickly. Off to Elrick, and Taranovich always in the flow of the play right there to reassume position now for Proctor. They try to send the ball back to him. Kick had too much lead on it, and the ball will be knocked back out. And Jacob Petrini will get there, and I believe it's going to be purple ball. Yeah, we're going to have a Bellows Falls throw off this near sideline. Of course, the bleachers here full of fans, and then they spill over onto the sideline. And McDonald got fouled. Don't let McDonald's size fool you. He is a tough man out there. And that's just a 50-50 ball in. Missed kick, still there, picked up Bellows Falls. They'll dump it out to the edge of the circle. They're going to take control of it on the far side. Bellows Falls now taking their time dribbling up over midfield. But it's hard to dribble around a defender like that. Knowles just played that beautifully. Picked up by Scarzello. Scarzello to the corner and offside. Second offside call the ball game against Proctor. And Coach Ratty with some stern advice about running those crisscrosses. Not putting people up front afterwards. Well, I understood. We'll see how there's Coach Ratty. Many successful seasons over at Mill River. Retired for a couple weeks. He retired just long enough probably to mow his lawn and possibly take a short ride to Glens Falls to go shopping. Other than that, his retirement didn't last very long at all. Of course, he's an alumni and former player here for Proctor, and I imagine it's very hard to say no to your old alma mater, which had so much tradition in it. And Coach Ratty, still too young, I think, to retire, and that was a lot of the problems. He was premature in his decision. But I remember the day he gave me the big song and dance that he was retiring. And like a fool, I believed him. And then I read in the paper a couple weeks later that he's now the Proctor coach. And here we are. It's going to go to the corner, and Carter with the angle, and Carter with the size and the strength will take advantage of it. Turn, want to fire it up, and couldn't clear. It was boxed in there by Bellows Falls. But I tell you what, Calvin Knowles has played a great game back there in his first half, number 23 defensively for Proctor, and that's going to go up midfield and be settled by Elric. Goes hard off his foot. Scarzello on the trail. Up ahead to Taranovich. Taranovich trying to turn the speed on. He'll bring it up ahead. One more kick, trying to get it ahead and chase it down and bump around, get possession. That's a good job of letting him play through that. And you can see the physicality right there of the soccer game. Carter times the step up and then overran the ball. Did everything right, but never touched the ball. Ran by and admired it, and now he'll get back into play. Loses his balance, goes to the floor. Knowles with that make-up speed. And those long legs help him. Here's going to be Dobart, and Knowles ends up making a play. So Knowles at the 40-yard line got beat defensively. Knowles inside the 18 made the play. That's just staying with it, getting back into it, and really hustling on the play defensively by Knowles. And I'm not really sure. Proctor laid off the ball, gave possession to Bellows Falls. They turned and kicked it, picked up by Knowles. He'll again kick into a very stiff wind now, something that wasn't happening earlier. Elric, I think, used a little more forehead on that header than we really intended to, but they'll get control of it. And the wind definitely knocked down that pass. They're looking to lift it up and over the center, and that was Scarzello, number 12, that tried to get it there. And that's going to be out of play. And clock moving to 8:40 to go in the first half of play. 1-0 the Proctor Phantoms on the Taranovich goal. And I'm just trying to locate the ball. McDonald has it, and Keegan McDonald will be the gentleman that will throw the ball in. Oh, got a new number out there. Oh, bummer. I don't have a number 9. I hate that when that happens. And it's going to be headed, bumped. Elric lost it and picked up by the goalie for Bellows Falls. And he'll take the kick and he'll get it to midfield, and with a little help from his friends, he'll get it headed over midfield. And then a good step up there by Knowles. They put the pressure right back on offensively. Proctor in their home whites at TNT Field, and that's going to go up and over. You can get the Proctor schedule for either the boys' soccer or the girls' soccer by just going to the Proctor High School website. And then you'll know when to get down here. This is a great spot to come watch a game right here. Proctor's TNT Field is. It's onside, it's well defended, and the ball will be spit back out, and Taranovich wants to drag it through the defender's legs, and that was well played defensively by Bellows Falls. Taranovich into the middle of the field, and I'm not sure if he was looking for Elric, but he had a couple different people there. Yes, I'll have to go revert back to my roster because I'm sure I must know who number 9 is out there. If not, I will know by the side of the second half. Petrini trying to make the wide turn, gets the inline, and then a good defensive step up is going to create a corner for Proctor. And Taranovich is going to come over here. He will take the kick on the corner. And at the moment, you see the wind not a factor. It's the flag line very limp right there. They're playing far post. They're going to come in from the top of the 18. And kick on the way. Yeah, it came up a little bit too high, and Carter able to get control. He'll just send a small pass back to his teammate, and that's going to be Elric looking to go up and around him. Proctor had a good 7 to 8 minute span where they were generating some pretty decent shots. And Bellows Falls, even though they haven't a lot of time possession, they seem to kind of weathered down the in-close rushes on net in the last few minutes for Proctor. We're down to 6:14 to go in the first half of soccer. The first soccer game brought to you this season by Munger Vision. I am scheduled for MSJ Essex football on Saturday. Offside called. And that's going to be Petrini. Jacob Petrini that time was the culprit as he was offside. Third offside call on Proctor here in the first half. So we'll have a Bellows Falls kick on the infraction. That's sent in deep, but I think it might be a little bit too deep. There's going to be a race to the ball. Goalie decides not to come out and make the play on it. That was McDonald one-on-one the defender. And McDonald's usually going to win that battle. You can see him right there dancing through it. Look at that. He's into the box, crosses, set down ball in net, and just pushed wide. That was all Keegan McDonald that generated that opportunity for Proctor. And he looked like Harry Potter out there, like a wizard on that rush. So right there's McDonald again on the steal. Will spin around, and that ball will flop to the right side. And Bellows Falls just wants to kick without a purpose right there. They just want to dump it out, relieve the pressure. They get it to the center circle. Dobart able to bring the ball wide to the outside. Look at the time and space Dobart has to set up his decision. What he wants to do, he'll go over the top of Petrini's foot and will roll to the corner. And now Petrini will get there and will make the pick. He will make the pick, and again, he's able, that long stride has turned the corner, and boy, it's in a dead spot right now for Bellows Falls. And they're going to get out of there and not have any damage done. 4:46 to go. And a nice step up by Carter. I tell you what's been impressive is just the timing of the step ups by Proctor players, the time, the challenges. They've really picked their spots well, which is all instinctual. That's just good instincts. On the ground, through, and settled down, kind of, a little bit. Nope, it'll be picked up and dumped back to the middle of the field by Bellows Falls. Carter, see him playing with his back to the pass. I think he was expecting contact. He wanted to be able to roll off his defender, but the defender kept space between him and Carter, and it kind of threw the rhythm of the playoff. That's a good step up right there. Bellows Falls had a lot of people staying around and watching, but they're able to get out of this. No problem done. Dobart, shoulder and shoulder, and there's that size advantage as he'll just muscle his way to the ball and use his backside as a shield and keep him off the ball. That's a great battle. That's a great battle. I'll come back from Petrini to Dobart. Dobart. And, oh, that hurt. Yep, that hurt me. Bellows Falls off from their Bellows Falls player, and we'll have a throw. Taranovich will take the throw with 3:32 to go in the first half. 1-0, the Proctor Phantoms in the white uniforms. Oh, great throw. Carroll in good position to get behind the defense. Carroll wanting to bring it forward under control, and he's going to bring it wide. He had Petrini there, and that's going to be up, and just misses, becoming the second goal. It's going to be a corner coming up with 3 minutes even to go here in the first half. And Taranovich will come down as before, and he'll set up the corner. He'll set the table with the kick, and again the flag right now, showing you that the breeze is under control. So Taranovich on what I believe is only the second corner. I think it's 3-2 corners. Bellows Falls with the 3 and Proctor with the 2. That's unofficial. And boy, I tell you, great contact. Good timing on the jump. Just couldn't control it. Carter around the traffic. Carter's kick block. Comes in. McDonald can't control it. Comes back out top. And Bellows Falls scrambling around now down deep in their own zone. Knowles had a swipe at it. Couldn't get the ball in any deeper. And it'll become out to the circle and be dumped back in by the Phantoms. I didn't see the number. And boy, look at him go to the ground. Good scraping right there. Gintoff, Jared Gintoff, number 16 in the ball game. And Gintoff, again, one of the youngsters out there. He's a freshman for Proctor. Taranovich with the kick on the foul, coming up with 2:36 to go. Trying to sneak it through on a low little soft kick. Couldn't get that to work. Howard had the touch, went back to Taranovich. He'll spin free, bring the ball back, look for Gintoff on the far side. They'll race to the edge, and I'm looking for the call. It's going to be a Bellows Falls throw. They'll just dump the ball back, and it'll be popped up in the air. And well, it's been a very entertaining first half. I've liked the flow to the game, and Proctor, like I said, has done a good job I think you'd have to cut it down 70-30. They've controlled 70% of the first half, and I think we have an illegal throw. Yeah, and that's what we're going to have on the call from Randy Adams. Oh, don't see that clock in the background? There's a ton of time. A minute and 20 seconds. There's a lot that can happen in a minute and 20 seconds. Right now, I think Bellows Falls, considering they got to the field late, had very minimal amount of time to warm up. I don't want to say completely being outplayed. They're outplayed here in the first half, but they have to be okay if they can go to the halftime down just 1-0. I think they would have kind of take a deep breath and said, well, you know, we're only down a goal, and that's cool. We can handle that. Dobart coming up on the attack this time. We'll get it to McDonald. McDonald, one of his complaints, he keeps turning the officials, showing that he's getting his jersey grabbed. And right there, I could clearly see his jersey grabbed. I mean, it's in a good position by the defender to do that, but I can see where that would frustrate Keegan. Bellows Falls with that short, well, about 5-yard passing game where they just almost like build a little ladder down the field. 26 seconds to go. Proctor on one more rush here. They've got the numbers. They're trying to send the ball through, and it's going to roll into the top of the 18 and be kicked wide, and we'll have a throw coming up by Proctor, but I don't know, 15, 14, 13, time running down. Carroll just realizing that now will get to the sideline. There he is, and I don't know, 7 seconds, 6 seconds, and I think we're going to see the first half come to an end. Yeah, and I think we're going to have a 1-0 Proctor lead, and that's going to be the horn. And that is the first half of play here from TNT Field. It'll be Proctor 1 and Bellows Falls 0, and we'll come back with the second half of action on Munger Vision. See Proctor lining up. And I might have a quick second to go through the roster as Bellows Falls will have the opening touch here. But that number 9 was Cody Green. I didn't pop in my head because he's the other goalie. But Cody Green was number 9 for Proctor. Number 2 out there for Proctor is Colton Buzzard. Hunter Paquette is number 4. 5 is Chris Thomas. Number 15 is Alex Vida. Jared Gintoff is 16. Kyle Lenher is number 19. Jacob Petrini is 20. And 22, Greg Elric. Ryan Petrini is number 3. Number 6, Ricky Carroll. Keegan McDonald, number 7. Number 10, Josh Taranovich. Matt Scarzello, 12. Justin Carter, 14. John Connell, 17. Matt Dobart, 18. Austin Howard wearing 21. Calvin Knowles, the big guy, wearing 23. And Justin Ratty is the goalie. Kevin Ratty is the head coach. As they're waiting for the scoreboard clock to wind down, so they mustn't know how to reset it just to 0. As you can see, Darren Carter, one of the assistant coaches, hanging by a thread, watching it go down second by second. And again, I invite you to watch Sports Beat, which features some of these Proctor soccer players and their head coach, Kevin Ratty. It's on Mondays at 4:30 in the afternoon, Tuesdays at 5:30 in the afternoon, and Thursday nights at 9, or you can watch it all the time on www.pegtv.com and just click onto it and pick it out, video on demand. But the shadows starting to extend here. It's at 6:30 at night, so this is going to be finished in darkness because it was a late start today, an exception. So settle in, 1-0 Proctor. I think you have to look at the Proctor's going to be happy with the flow of the game. They controlled the middle of the field. They had many more scoring opportunities than Bellows Falls, but conversely, you got to look over and say, well, yeah, we're only up 1 goal after not really, I want to say dominating, but controlling the game. Bellows Falls, on the other hand, they had the bus legs, they had lag coming down on the trip. They were late getting here. Somebody said the bus actually broke down. You know, so they got to look at it and say, well, I'm pretty thrilled to be down only 1-0. So Proctor slides the ball forward, takes a great bounce to Carter. He's going to bring the ball back, the shot, and the save right in the breadbasket. Boy, but good job of getting that push funneled down in front of the net of Bellows Falls and generating a very good scoring chance in the opening 40 seconds of play here. McDonald will crash, and he'll draw the whistle this time. Keegan McDonald himself with some good chances in that first half as Taranovich, number 10 out there, the captain, Josh Taranovich, he is the goal scorer. He's got the game's only goal. Proctor coming in with that 2-0 record, 2 wins, no losses. Bellows Falls with that high lobbing throw, and it's going to be knocked back into play by Petrini. Knowles with good communications. Dobart will call him off. Dobart's kick's going to come up. He'll link it up with Jacob Petrini. Petrini will make the move to go backwards to go forwards, and McDonald able to push the ball up to Carroll, looking to give it back to Taranovich on the fly. Taranovich will push the ball forward. He'll be the first one to it. Sets a shot low and hard and got goal number 2. Taranovich and company will make it 2-0 Proctor, and that happened in the first minute and a half of play. 2 chances, they got a goal out of it, 2-0, a goal in each half, and Taranovich with a 2-0 game going on right here. He's got the only 2 goals, not 2 of the goals, but well, this is a trademark of Coach Ratty. They start off the first half with that big rush, got the goal within the opening 17 minutes. They come back here to start the second half with the big rush, the big push control here, and now it's all that cliche. The next goal is the big goal. It can either be 3-0 Proctor, which in soccer is quite substantial, or it can be 2-1, and Bellows falls right in the game. So the next goal could be very critical. Justin Ratty in net has made saves when he's had to, but he really hasn't made those highlight saves yet. The defense in front of him and the offense has done a good job of keeping those away from Ratty, not really putting them under a lot of pressure. Austin Howard will get the ball to Carroll, and obviously they switch sides. Carroll will just jump over the top of the defender, keep the ball in the play, looking for Scarzello. Ends up at Petrini's hands, number 3. There are 2 Petrinis out there, so don't think I'm stuttering or repeating myself. Jacob is number 20, and number 3 is Ryan Petrini. And we'll have a goal kick. As you can see, the Bellows Falls goalie will set it on the far side of the box, and he'll get set to launch it. Perfect temperature. We probably slipped down to around 59 to 58 degrees right now. That breeze, it's been up and down. It's at times been calm, at times been gusting. Right now it's just a calm breeze blowing. There is shadows across 75% of the field. McDonald will burst speed, will go around the defender. Then just took that long dribble and lost control of the ball, and they'll come back up to the center of the field for Bellows Falls through the circle. And again, if you didn't hear in the beginning of the ball game, Bellows Falls was late getting here. That hampered my ability to secure a roster from them, and so I don't have their roster. That's why I'm just calling them Bellows Falls. I do have the Proctor squad, and that's off the heel of the foot of Carter, and now they got to get their spacing right. As Dobart got a kick on it and was looking to go to Carroll, and the ball got cut short, and Bellows Falls shot on net and saved by Ratty. Again, not a lot of traffic in front of him, and again, he will elect to throw it out, and that time it was read and picked off. They'll make the adjustment to that throw just like that right there. The slide out in front by McDonald, ball rides on the line, stays in the play. McDonald, again, being physical, will turn, kick it side out, and we'll have a throw coming in for Bellows Falls. And they're going to get that deep start, the running start, and then go to the short pass. And on the throw, again, a little confusion on possession, and that gave Proctor a chance to react to the ball, and just miskicked this time. That's going to be out of play, and we'll have a white throw. That just went out the side of his foot, and he just miskicked it, and I'm not really sure where he was trying to go with it, but that just wasn't a good spot. Knowles, number 23 out there, Calvin Knowles. Now they set Petrini in front of him, then brought Carroll in behind him. That open throwing area for Carroll, and waiting for the whistle. I was out of play, and Ricky Carroll did his best trying to tightrope walk down the sideline, but it'll become Bellows Falls' ball as we played almost 4.5 minutes as I try to do the math. That goes off from the backside of Ryan Petrini. He'll send it in deep, and again, that's just kicking to get the ball in deep, and it'll be Dobart high in the air, and they're waiting for some guys to run underneath. The same type of soccer we see at Mill River last year under Coach Ratty. If you got the strong legs, get the ball in the front of the field here, the offensive end, and you've got the speed that can run it down. I like that style. I saw it with Kirk Abrahamson too. I had no problem with that. McDonald picked it out of midair, got it to Carter. Carter with a few dance moves themselves, and the big guy, locomotion going forward, jumps over one shot and save. Good move by Carter. Oh, that was an athletic move right there, just to get past the first 2 defenders and then launch the shot all in one motion, just like ballet he was. Very pretty out there. He's got some funky colored spikes on, cleats on. Oh, what a great shot that was. Who was that? That was Petrini going up and over the top of the defender, picked up by the goalie, and he'll take and punt the ball out of the 18. And the action's been like this the whole game. I mean, there really hasn't been a lot of downtime. That's what I like about soccer played well like this. Carroll will go back, get the pass, gives it back to McDonald on the give and go. McDonald behind him will drag the ball forward, then turn the speed on, take the bump, go to the outside, spin now. Looks, controls, fakes, dribbles, sends the ball back. That's Carroll toward the net, and got it! Carroll with the 3rd goal of the game. And it was a pretty one. Good assist there, went to McDonald, and it went to Carroll, and Carroll to the back of the net. So that next critical goal goes to Proctor, and they'll have that 3-0 lead now. Now Bellows Falls with quite a task. 34-23 to go in the ball game, and they've got to come up with some defensive stops. But they've also got to, well, I don't want to say gamble, but they've got to think more offense right now. They're down 3 goals. One thing for sure, they cannot afford to give up any more. And that went off a defender toward the far side. And no, they're going to say last touch by Bellows Falls, and Petrini will go to Petrini. So the Petrini connection will work, and they'll lose possession at the 40-yard line. And like I said, number 9 here for Bellows Falls has looked good individual skills, but he really hasn't been able to tie that together with the team. It's not that hard if you're a good soccer player to defend a one-on-one player. That's what made the likes of like Mill Rivers, Trevor Catrotti, and Jared Kinsler, former player for Rutland, people like that, illegal throw. Yeah. That's what made them so effective, is they had the ability to be an individual player, but they incorporated the gifts of their teammates, talents of their teammates around them that really accented their individual talents. Carter is easy to pick up. I want to call them pink cleats, but I guess they're like orchid. I'm not sure. I'm colorblind, number 1, but I know they're kind of flamboyant looking. Look at it on the run. Look at it on the run. Petrini, Jacob Petrini will get there, and he looked back, then circled wide, turns the corner, got to the inside of the defender. Well played this time as they have the Bellows Falls with the steal. And on the plant, they'll take the ball well between circles. Will come back to Cherinovich, and he wants to work with McDonald. They work so well together out there. McDonald will get the 4th goal. Oh, he found the corner with the left foot. And that's 3 different scores for Proctor. And with 32:57 to go this second half, Proctor has finished their opportunities. Something they had opportunities in the first half, but they weren't finishing. Now they're finishing here in the second half. That goal coming at 7:03 played here in this second half, and Bellows Falls with their back up against it right now. They need a goal, and they need it pretty quick. 4 goals, a lot to be down in soccer at any junction of the game. That was Ryan Petrini. He got sealed off, and they're going to give the ball back. They want Taranovich to take the throw because he's got the power to get that into the box, like former player Luke Purcell could do for Rutland. He can, or even Ethan Biscay at Mill River last year. They can get the ball into the box, and it's almost like a corner kick. That's going to be a good thing. Rolls in, ball bopped around. Carter will collide with the goalie. They're both going to get up, and good sportsmanship there by Justin Carter checking with the goalie, and everybody's cool, and the ball was saved, and the punt. Low line drive shot in the circle, didn't make it to midfield. Taranovich got a body on it, then was screened away from the pursuit of the ball. And Carter, having a solid ball game, Carter is able to help regain possession to his teammate Dobart. His pass up the side to Scarzello. Scarzello looking for Carroll, and that time it's just well defended. And Carroll able to reach in, lose his balance, get back up, pick the ball up, get a toe on it, push it back. Bellows Falls will turn fire, and that will be out of play. And we'll have a white throw, and that'll be picked up by Austin Howard. And at some point, I have got to put my jacket on. It has gotten, with the sun going down, it is fall sports season, and it feels like fall sports season. Got the, boy, I tell you what, you want something fun to do this at the day after the Thanksgiving. November 27th and 28th at the Paramount Theater. Rusty DeWeese, the Logger, the comedian The Logger, going to put on a couple shows. One night the 27th, the other night the 28th. He's also going to be a guest on Sports Beat in the early portion of November, so you'll be able to get your fill of basically good laughter, good jokes, good humor. Look at Carroll rush to the ball. Carroll, oh, in the net, and just off the bar. So we're going to have substitutions coming in now for Proctor, and I bent down and picked my coat up, so I missed him, but I'll catch up to that. As, yeah, I got my fleece jacket on for the first time this year. On September 10th, yep. So there's a wait for the subs to get in position. They had one more to clear the field, and he is off right now. We're at the 30-minute to play mark, and 10 minutes have gone by here, and a 1-0 lead for Proctor has ballooned into a 4-0 lead with 3 different scores. Taranovich showing multiple scorer right now as he had 2 of the 4 goals. Oh, Coach, you got to like that balanced attack. And one thing, too, Proctor didn't rush their attacks when they've had the chances. They also didn't panic when they didn't finish them. And here comes Petrini, and he is cut off. And I think he got the last touch by Petrini, I believe. It should become a goal kick for Bellows Falls, and they're going to have it on the near side of the box, and that's where they'll plant the ball. Yes, as they bring the subs in, it's going to be Connell, number 17, the good-looking freshman out there for Proctor. And that ball carried well. Taranovich, well, nice job of just pooching it up over the top and gets it to Petrini. He's able to use that big leg to reach around, and then Bellows Falls, again, just wanting to relieve the pressure. Will just kick the ball out and dump it out. Dolbart taking his time, and Dolbart always pretty much a composed individual today. Makes a few good dribble moves and gets it to Petrini. Petrini looking for McDonald. He was marked this time, and Taranovich pass knocked down. Carter far side for Scarzello, and yeah, he got there, pushed it, and looking for the call. Should have a throw going the opposite way, and that is not the call. It's going to be Proctor with the throw. It'll be Scarzello with it on the far side. He'll just hit the trailer coming in, which is Justin Carter. Carter to McDonald, and he wants to drag the ball through. Goes off from the back of Carter's heels, and look at this wide open net shot. Cranked it. Yeah, he got some lift on it. He elevated it, and I bet if he could do that over again, he would probably take a few dribbles in, just to set his rhythm up to make the shot. As the goal kick, I got to tell you too, I'm very pleased with the officials. They've done a nice job here in this soccer game. 4-0 Proctor. They're looking to go to 3-0 on the season, and this is their home opener. They're looking to open up in style, and they did. They had the singing of the national anthem by a Proctor student. Did an excellent job. I feel bad, I just can't remember her name. They're going to push the ball through and taken down in the box. No whistle. That's a live ball, and they're going to let it go up and over the top. And Carter will trap it. He'll dribble it, and he didn't feel the pressure coming from behind. Lost control of the soccer ball. Knowles stepped up and then realized he has to get back into position. As in the middle of the field, Taranovich, who's been solid with those 2 goals, makes a good defensive play there as he'll get the steal for Proctor. Looking for Carroll on line. Yeah, he's held the line. He's onside, and he'll bring the ball back to the inside. He'll spin. The defender will fall down. Carroll lost his balance. Comes to the outside to Scarzello. Remember in that first half, Proctor had those 3 offside calls. Yet to have one here in the second half. I'm sure that was an issue that was addressed by Coach Ratty. That ball goes off from Austin Howard, and Bellows Falls. Yep, the first one to get, the first goal to get can be the toughest, but they need something to happen positive right now as time winding down to 27 minutes, and they're down by 4 goals. Ratty in net for the Proctor squad. I believe it's still Justin Ratty. Yes, it is. I just glanced up over the camera. Again, they're going to lay it out and look for that speed, and this time it was just out-kicked, and Bellows Falls no problem getting to the ball, and they'll turn and work their way up the sideline. That might be, yeah, it's going to take a good spin, stay inside. I thought it might kick to the outside, but it had good rotation on it and stayed to the inside part of the field. And Bellows Falls, again, just every time they turn around, there's a Proctor jersey right there in front of them. And defensively now, you can see that the speed being able to mark up by Proctor is very good. Dolbart turns the play back to the inside, and on the rush, he'll slide it through, and that's going to be wide. Yeah, probably the best chance of the second half so far by Bellows Falls.
Come on, do that again, Mia.
And we'll see, they're going to have Carter, who took all the kicks in the first half. He'll take the goal kick here, and with those flamboyant cleats on, he'll get the kick up and into the hands of Connell. Connell goes over the top with a bicycle kick, well, semi-bicycle kick, and 50-50 ball, and going to be brought forward. Petrini just using that lengthy body is to such advantage. Bringing it back, Connell. A few ball fakes. Wants to bring it far post. Didn't really get the bend on the ball he wanted, and didn't do it like Beckham. And it's going to come out now. And Terranovich right there in the middle of the field where he belongs, marking up, cutting the play back to the inside. There's a little give pass back, and on the trail, Bellows Falls having a little bit of a problem really getting control of it. They couldn't drag the ball forward quick enough to take advantage of the momentum they had, and the defense able to get back into a good spot now to turn the ball to the outside. And that never got in. It's going to be headed out, and will it make it out? It will, and I believe it's going to be just a throw, not a corner. So 25 minutes to go in the soccer game, and well thrown and just took a bad bounce. Yeah, up and out, and we'll have another Bellows Falls throw. Well, the other thing, if you follow Coach Ratty's soccer career, well, as a coach, conditioning, the big C word. Oh, he's big into conditioning. He will run you ragged because he wants the advantage late in these soccer games that you'll wear down your opponent and just be quicker at the end and be able to get those 50-50 balls or pull away from the defender. And talking to some of the Proctor players, he brought that same philosophy with him to Proctor. And the only reason I'm saying that is Bellows Falls, that's to Ratty. He'll bobble it and pick it up now. But Bellows Falls is not looking as fast to the balls right now. Now, it could be also being down 4 goals, but Proctor just getting to those 50-50 balls, getting to the open spots on the field, and just generating more positive buzz right now out there. So 24 minutes to go. Scarzello will head to the bench, and Austin Howard's going to come over. He'll take the throw-in for Proctor. I missed the substitution, and oh, I see him now. Number 16 out there, Gintoff, Jared Gintoff, into the ball game for Proctor. Now, I believe probably saw 90% of the players for Proctor in that first half. As they'll go to that far side, that was number 6, Ricky Carroll. As they refine the action. Hey, you lose it now, and then that shot up and go. Good save. Will he save it from becoming a corner? No. So he made the save, but it'll become a corner kick, and they're going to have, looks like Connell heading down this time. And number 17, Connell, and he's going to serve the ball up. They had Terranovich take the few corners they did have earlier, but right now the wind very still for Proctor. Oh, he's got the bend on it. The goalie slapped it out. That's in no man's land right there. If you're shot and never got in. Too many bodies out in front, and I believe they got a break. Last touch, no corner. Proctor, yes. Terranovich will roll the ball out. Justin Carter waving off Connell. Will be Carter taking the kick. And so he'll set it up. And again, right now the breeze is very still here in TNT Field, and beautiful village of Proctor, Vermont, or township. Oh, look at that, look at that. Just missed it. Knowles and McDonald there, and I think it was Knowles getting that big body up in the air, almost able to head the ball into play. You know, I always give you the website for Channel 15, PEGTV.com, but if you're like me and just don't like computers, you can still call them up the old way. That's a missed kick, and boy, going to get possession right back. Oh, look at this, McDonald, marked, McDonald backed up by Petrini, and they'll come back out. And again, 3 different scores for Proctor. As again, a balanced attack. Terranovich started things off with both first goals for Terranovich, and then they're able to get their teammates involved. Dolbart faked in, came out, laid the pass out, and Jacob Petrini just didn't react to the ball that time. That's Knowles with the header, and Bellows Falls with the step up the challenge, trying to pinch in, and just can't funnel it down in front of Ratty, though, the goalie. Proctor's done a nice job of keeping most everything on the edge of the 18. Where Proctor's shots all generating from probably 80% from within inside the 18. Bellows Falls just the opposite here. Well, I got to tell you, if you're a soccer fan or even just a sports fan, this first game at home for Proctor that you get to see here kind of whets your appetite, get you involved on, get out and get involved in this, get behind the Phantoms early. They're hungry, they're in shape, they're good soccer players, they're athletic, they get themselves a decent coach, and Could be a fun ride if you get on the Phantom bus now. And Carter will bring the ball back, and that was sent out. I think it was Gintoff that was involved in that play. And Carroll had it, lost it, and boy, right in the right spot, right place. Got the ball back. Carter tackled, got up, and look at the quickness by Justin Carter getting back to the soccer ball, and just couldn't roll it on that reversal pass off the heel through the two Bellows Falls defenders. Bellows Falls just trying to settle. They have 19 minutes and 53 seconds to work with, but you got to take it one goal at a time. You're down by 4 goals in soccer. They just need to score. Worry about the other 3 later. They need that first one. Bellows Falls calling for and getting the ball. They want to get this playing quickly, and that's going to be a high lobbing ball toward the 18 on the edge of the box. Never got in, and you can see again Proctor just so quick to the ball to react and the collision. They should let them play through that, and they do. Well, somebody didn't agree with me in the fan. They wanted a push called, but I thought it was a good soccer play. And there's McDonald looking. Look at McDonald onside. McDonald looking for goal number 2, and he will have it. Oh, that was pretty. Keegan McDonald, what do you do as a goalie when you're watching that come at you? And there's a guy who just loves soccer. He'll make it 5-0. That's his second goal, so he'll join Terranovich with 2 goals today. Oh, and they got the fancy handshake thing down. Well, see, Carter couldn't. He hasn't got the handshake thing down, so he just hugged him. So that'll make it 5-0 with 19:15 to go in the soccer game. Well, I gotta be honest with you. Haven't had supper yet. Really hungry. I always worry about overtime. Not gonna be a problem today. There's Petrini, number 3, coming in. Ryan Petrini, number 3. He'll come in and replace Keegan McDonald. That's a Proctor change. Kyle Lenher, number 19, also out there in the game for Proctor. He's a good-sized young man. He's a junior. He wears number 19. He's on that back line. And so Proctor, like I said, they defeated Otter Valley. I believe it was a 5-0 score, and then they came up with the win over Black River. But they are a team that can generate some offense, that's for sure. But what's impressed me, too, is people are going to look at this and go, wow, 5-0, they're an offensive team. Their defense played really well. Seriously, their defense has played very well. That's going to be Dobart, far side, picked up Bellows Falls, able to get to the edge, and they want to turn to the inside. But speed's just a wonderful thing, as Proctor able to get there, because you need speed defensively as well as offensively. You see the 18:27 on the clock in the background, and Carroll will go back, get the ball, go to the side, and just upset with himself as he kicked it out of play. We'll have a Bellows Falls throw now. So the Terriers, the Bellows Falls Purple Terriers out there. 2 of 3 Proctor's wins, and I'm doing the cardinal sin of counting this as a win already, but 2 of their 3 wins have come against teams in higher divisions, and that's going to just help them immensely for the seedings for the playoffs. And it's toward the 18, not in, and headed out by Dobart, ball followed up by the Terriers, and they just can't bring it down, control it, and direct it where they want to go. It's just again trying to slide it through, and good step up. Dobart with the step up and a huge pop fly, and it's going to roll through the edge of the circle in the center of the field and be brought down by Connell, and Connell couldn't control it off the chest trap, and that's going to be out of play. And a nice player there. Oh, Greg with the big stop. And Lenher got involved in the play to Connell, and that's going to be out of bounds. And Connell, 17. They're going to bring it back. Yeah, they had subs coming in, and the ref didn't say play. They weren't ready to go. And he was looking for Jacob Petrini, number 20. He would have had him too, but all those refs. There's Terranovich coming over to get the ball and the throw. Again, he's on a spot of the field where he can reach on his throws into the box. And you can see right there, a good strong throw. Didn't find an open spot in the field. Then Terranovich, instead of becoming a spectator, followed it in and got control of the ball. But he draws a lot of attention. He had 4 defenders around him, trying to bring the ball to the far corner of the box and then stretch the pass back to the inside on the angle. Dobart, been solid out there, as has Carter. Carter has just played a heck of a game, to be honest with you. He has no goals to show for it, but he has played a very, very good game. on high. They had it on line, but high. It elevates over the top of the net. I want to see who's going to take the goal kick. It'll be Dobart this time, setting up for the kick. It had been Carter, but I don't think he is out there anymore. Yes, you know those little tiny little black flies that fly around this time of year? I probably just swallowed about 8 of them in a mouthful. That's Gintoff spun around. He'll get control of it. Brought the ball back to Knowles. To Gintoff. He's gentle pass back to the center of the circle. Nobody there in a white jersey. And Bellows Falls got control of it. And he'll try to, again, work out just in your mind 0-0 score if you're Bellows Falls. Work out one goal at a time. As we played 25 minutes so far here in this second half of play, and that 1-0 lead for Proctor has just swelled now to a 5-0 lead. And they came out early in the second half and really made a statement and controlled the game, put some distance between them and Bellows Falls, and Dobart will set up for the goal kick now. Matt Dobart will step into it and spin it up about a 35-yard kick. Not one of his better ones, and it's short in the field. And Bellows Falls trying to take advantage of it. Will go past Knowles on the dribble inside, and Ratty will get there and get it. Had the making of some potential problems, but Ratty able to use his speed. You don't think of that about that as a goalie, but he has good speed, and he'll get to the ball. There's that big boomerang throw he likes to use. That's going to kick and be out on the far side. Horn sounds, and looks like Scarzello going to come back in the ball game. This is Cody Green, number 9 right now, coming into the ball game. That's a Proctor change. He's going to replace Petrini, Jacob Petrini. He'll sit down. He saw a lot of good minutes today, Petrini did. And no, Scarzello's still over there by Coach Ratty, but he did not check into the ball game. Boy, he drew a crowd, and see Lenher there. Again, a little soft kick center of the field, and Gintoff able to shield out the defender. His pass back eludes Taranovich. He will bust through and be able to save it momentarily, but goes to Bellows Falls. That pass through the legs of the defender, and oh, look at that great bounce comes down, and yeah, they force it. One more pass as that's going to be up and in. It just eluded the jumping Ratty, and that'll be the shutout. Gone now. Goes 5-1. Still 13 minutes, 11 seconds to go in the soccer game. Like I said, there's the first goal. Cuts the deficit to 4 now. Now, I'm sure at this point they were looking shutout for Proctor. I mean, that's what you work for defensively. It's what you work for as a goalie. That was just a well set up play this time by Bellows Falls. And of course, the bottom line is they took advantage of it. Boy, somebody doesn't understand nor here that soccer is a physical game. Has a good defensive work bringing the ball to the outside by Lenher, and right now you see Taranovich going back, can't collect, and Bellows Falls got a little more oomph in their step right now after that goal. Just a good job defensively by Cody Green, and then his through ball went too far through, and that's going to be off from Proctor's big number 22 motoring down there. That's Elric, Greg Elric. Last to touch it, and it'll become a purple throw. Back out of play, and of course Greg Hustling will get the ball and send it into Connell. Connell waits for Petrini, and Ryan Petrini found the open spot and then had the ball taken off his foot. And yeah, it'll be the same thing. We'll have a Proctor throw just 10 yards further down the field, 10 yards more to the north here. In 11:57 to go in a 5-1 game. Proctor would lead. Home opener for Proctor. They've won 2 games on the road. But I tell you what, Knowles has been a monster out there. Tell you what, he is a solid force on defense back there. Cody Green up, and Taranovich trying to send it down from the chest to the foot, and then kind of got done what he wanted to do, and that ball's going to end up rolling to the sideline, and out of play. That's a long way to see over there, and that went off from Austin Howard, number 21, for Proctor. 11:21 to go in the soccer game, and overtime looking doubtful right now. And Petrini turns, and Petrini will hustle back. Petrini sticking with it, and Bellows Falls trying to mount another rush here. They'll send it up and in softly, looking for a purple jersey. Is that Lenher? He got there looking for green, and boy, good hustle right there. Just Bellows Falls able to take the ball away and never got it back out in front of the net, and that's going to be still in play. Chase down Proctor in the white uniforms. Will bring it up to Cody Green. Goes over the top of his foot and out of play. Connell also their number 17, but we're going to Taranovich come number 10, and he'll take the throw. That's a great throw. O'Connell had the space, and he just couldn't get it to Elric. And look at the freshman stayed at the inside. That's good play by the freshman. Whoops, there we go. So I started to lose my headset, and I put it back on. And Taranovich to Knowles, and that's a good step up right there. The ball will be retained by Ginta off of Proctor, but that was a good job by Bellows Falls, and that'll be caught and handled by the Bellows Falls goalie. Yeah, and you can see that Green now back defensively, number 9. We'll get in and hassle the play. 9:56 left on the evening. Just about 30 minutes away from supper. Look at Petrini, Ryan Petrini in there, taken down and play through. Yep, they'll let him go along. Just incidental body-to-body contact, a soccer play in other words. And I got to get home and watch Big Brother tonight too. Yeah, they're getting near the finale. That'll slide through. Lenher didn't control it. Ball's loose. Dobart wide. Dobart going even wider, and Dobart, there he goes. But I tell you what, he's got a sweet kick on the run, Dobart does. As I correct the call, that's a Proctor throw. Lenher and Connell both there, and it's going to be Lenher that will take it, number 19. And boy, I tell you what, that's just staying in your ground defensively right there. Good job, no whistle. 21 in the play is Austin Howard, and he's again able to make him string the play wider. He'll go to Elric, and Elric trying to take the corner, takes some bumps, stays with it, got a foot on it, pushed it forward a little bit more. And after all that hard work, Elric had it on a heel reversal on the trap, and Elric staying with it. I'll tell you what, that is a tough 10 yards of real estate Elric just earned right there. Proctor in control with just 8:24 to go. They're up 5-1. Taranovich and McDonald with multiple goals, and but I tell you what, Green getting up, favoring an ankle right now, and very hobbled, and see if they can get him off the field, or if you can work it off. Sometimes you can walk off those ankle injuries, if that's what it was. He certainly grabbed the lower extremity, and I'll tell you what, I think he's going to walk it off. He's moving around much better. And just having my meniscus operated on, I can tell you I'm much more knowledgeable now of the lower extremity injuries. Up, over, and in play. A header forward, trapped down, and dribbled to the opening spot on the field. Now the defense getting in position to come back and challenge that spot, and they'll slide it through. And good head of steam. Bellows Falls. They'll reach behind him. Tell you, the field was in excellent condition. I walked around it a couple times here before the Bellows Falls team arrived, and it was in good shape. That's going to be a save by Ratty. That time he'll dive out, make a great save. Best save of the game by either goalie. Or if you're really educated, either goalie. A 5-1 game. Ratty at the 7:22 mark made his best save of the soccer game. And Connell just tried to drill it through the Bellows Falls player. Got the ball sent right back to him. He'll go to Lenher now. And that's, oh, George got caught. That's out of play. As we'll have subs coming in. It's Bellows Falls change. Still don't have the roster, so I can't tell you who it is. But I'll tell you what, it's a long ride back to Bellows Falls. Especially after possibility of losing 5-1. Yeah, so they spot the ball. There they go. Now they need a body to come over and make the throw. As we're nearing that 6-minute to play mark in the soccer game. Proctor had that 1-0 lead at the half, and like I said, it didn't take them an awful long time to pump it right up to 4-1 and then finally 5-1 here in the second half as they finished off the opportunities that they had a problem finishing off earlier. And that's Cody Green right below me. Hey, how's that for a bird's eye view? Connell will come in now, and Connell to Petrini, Ryan Petrini. Looking for the ball to be returned, and yeah, knew there's traffic coming behind him. Took a little soft shot at it, and that's going to come all the way over. And great catch by a Red Sox fan over here. That guy right there pointing, great hands. He should be out there playing. Actually, he should be playing for the Red Sox to catch like that. Connell trying to put a little hook on it, like somebody coming in. He had Elric there. Green came up. Green appears to be moving much, much better now. I think he's able to walk out the injury. Shot save, point blank, good save. Taranovich looking for the hat trick and got robbed that time. Quick reaction. And Knowles, boy, just goes running at you. And he's a pretty intimidating looking guy. He's a big guy and he's intimidating. He was on that baseball team too. He did some pitching and some third base playing and first base playing. Petrini on the run. Petrini with the breakaway speed. Petrini will settle. Petrini will be taken down, and no, I thought they could have probably blown a whistle on that. They'll let it slide through. It's Taranovich to himself. Can't control the header, and the ball will be taken away by Bellows Falls. I got to tell you, though, you got to look at the ratio. It's probably an 80-20 ratio of 50-50 balls won by Proctor here at the conclusion of the ball game, which is only 4 minutes away. That's going to be out of play. Bellows Falls quickly looking to get the ball in play, and they're able to hook up and bring it on that far side. So that's some more Proctor soccer for you. That's Gintoff, number 16 out there. Some more Proctor soccer for you. Some MSJ football, some Mill River soccer. I believe, I'm waiting for Coach Short to return my phone call. I think we're going to have some Rutland Rec Department football. I've been thinking about a Mill River football game. You know, there's always stuff to do, always stuff to find. Oh, I just got the Proctor girls schedule, so I'll be able to bring you a Proctor girls soccer game. And again, I always can watch Sports Beat. That ball down and missed its target the first time, picked up by Taranovich. And they're going to bring the ball back to Connell. Connell with his head up will dribble around the defender. I like the fact Connell has his head up coming through. Even when the second step up came, he just stayed with it. And that soft little pass squirts through. And a good move by the defensive player to come out for Elric. He had to make the play at that point because he had just over-challenged and he won it. So we have a corner coming up and Connell heading over. I think Connell will take the kick as they bring Howard down late on the play offensively. They want to put him on the near post, big number 21 for Proctor. So Connell will serve it up with just a tad under 3 minutes to go. He'll bring it up high on the top of the box. A little bit too high. Taranovich couldn't connect. He tried to come up and do a one-timer on it and basically just wasn't in good position. Alex Vita, number 15 out there. I missed that earlier. So Alex Vita for Proctor getting some good experience and playing time here. Connell off the shoulders, going to be able to get there, track it, get it down, turn, and see him trap and spin the ball back on reversal. And again, only a freshman, and Coach Ratty had nothing but high praise for Connell. After watching him play, I can understand why. And Taranovich for that explosion of speed. So Bellows Falls, unless they can get 4 goals in the next 2 minutes, they're going to take the trip to the game, be late, and lose it. So, but they did look much better here at moments in the second half. They were overwhelmed in the beginning of the game and the beginning of the second half by Proctor. And that was Austin Howard, number 21, that came out to make the challenge on that play, and it worked out for him as he disrupted that rush. Lenher got tackled there, the ball tackled away from him. He's going to come in from behind. He had a lot of help from Knowles to come up and support on the play, so there could be no damage done defensively. Taranovich there, and Boy, bodies just scrambling everywhere with a minute 27 to go. They're still all playing hard out there for both sides. They'll just gently send it down into the corner. And I'm waiting to see the call. Goal kick coming up. That's what George Cook has said. And both Randy Adams and George Cook, fine job of officiating this contest as we've hit the 1 minute to go mark in this soccer game. And Cody Green, like I said, remember about 10 minutes ago, he was limping around. He's moving perfectly fine now. He's walked it off. And that was Connell that got up. Number 17 got in the way, disrupted the play. Off from Connell out of bounds while the Bellows Falls throw. Oh, great challenge. Who was that came out? It was Dobart that came out, and oh, they had an open net. They had an open net and couldn't find any foot to put on the ball to push it in, and we're at 24 seconds to go. And they might get another chance here. It's going to be Bellows Falls possession, and they're looking and getting it in, and it'll come up, controlled, 15 seconds counting, makes the dodge move to go around, and then the Proctor squad will clear it back to the center circle, and TNT Field, their home opener, they're going to be victorious here, and it was worth the wait for the bus to get here from Bellows Falls. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the ball game. Congratulations to Proctor, a nice effort by Bellows Falls, and congratulations to Coach Ratty getting his first home win, and there'll be a lot more Proctor soccer for you on PEGTV Munger Vision. Get out there, support your student athletes, and always support Munger Vision. He's the production company with absolutely no budget, so you got to get behind him.